Oh my God, did you know that even the smallest wound on a horse's hoof can become a silent killer within just a few days? Left untreated, it spreads infection, eats away at living tissue, and subjects the animal to unbearable pain that often ends in death. What looks like a minor injury can destroy the strength of an entire farm. Today, you will see a process that is not only shocking to watch, but also life-saving: the careful cleaning, disinfection, and treatment of a horse's injured hoof. This is not just about medical care, it is about respect for life itself. Horses are symbols of power and endurance, yet their hooves are their greatest vulnerability. These hard-looking structures carry the weight of the entire body, but beneath the surface, they are alive, sensitive, and full of delicate tissues and blood vessels. A small crack, a sharp stone, or an unnoticed cut can create a doorway for bacteria. Once inside, infection does not simply stop at the surface, it digs deep, spreading quickly into tissues and joints. This condition, often known as hoof rot, is a nightmare for every farmer. Entire herds have been lost simply because one injury was ignored. That is why what you are about to witness matters so much. The first step is washing the wound. Water, sometimes mixed with a mild antiseptic, flows over the injury, carrying away dirt, mud, and unseen bacteria. You can see the blood and torn flesh revealed, a sight that can make even the strongest viewer flinch. But this is the truth of healing. It often begins with pain. By exposing the wound, by stripping away the dirt, we give the horse its first chance at survival. The second step is deeper disinfection. Stronger antiseptic solutions are carefully applied, seeping into every crack and crevice. This moment is crucial. Without it, the bacteria left behind would multiply, poisoning the tissue from within. Watching the liquid soak into the wound is unsettling, yet it marks the turning point between decay and recovery. Imagine how many horses have been lost simply because this single step was skipped. Now comes the removal of dead tissue. Steady hands and sharp eyes, the caretaker scrapes away what no longer lives. This step demands patience and precision. It's shallow, and the infection remains hidden. It's too deep, and the healthy tissue is damaged. The horse may shift, twitch, or resist, but every cut, every careful scrape brings it closer to healing. When the lifeless tissue finally gives way, the wound looks raw but clean, ready for medicine to take hold. Medicine is then applied: antibiotics, healing balms, and protective layers. They do not just cover the wound, they fight for it. Substances shield the exposed tissue from fresh attacks while nourishing the cells beneath, helping new life grow where death once threatened. You can almost see the difference instantly. The red, angry surface softens under the care of human hands, transformed from a battlefield into a place of recovery. The bandaging that follows is more than a final step, it is a promise. Of sterile cloth are wrapped firmly yet gently, tight enough to protect but loose enough to allow the wound to breathe. The caretaker's skill shows in every turn of the bandage and every knot secured. It is a balance between safety and freedom. And it tells the horse, you can walk, you can stand, and you can heal. But this is not just the story of one animal. It is a lesson for every farm and every horse owner. A single untreated wound can lead to tragedy, but with knowledge and care, disaster can be prevented. Healthy hooves mean healthy horses, and healthy horses mean thriving farms. Behind every careful wash, every drop of antiseptic, every bandage tied, lies a deeper truth. Compassion saves lives. So as you finish watching this, remember what you have seen. Remember that saving a horse does not take magic. It takes attention, care, and the will to act before it is too late. If you care about animals, if you believe in protecting life, let this be your call. Share this knowledge, spread this message, and never turn away from an animal in need. Like this video, share it so others can learn, and subscribe to our channel to discover more life-saving practices. Because sometimes the smallest act of care can mean the difference between death and survival.